Bikers Hub was cool, and now it is time to head on home. And that sun is really annoying. I'm not sure you'll get that on camera, but the sun glare. Come on, yeah, some trees to block the sun. Oh, fuck's sake, some trees to block the sun. I mean, I'm never going to complain about the weather, but that bright light is doing my tits in. So those of you that do not know Fife, this is the road that takes you from Kirkcaldy to the other side of Aberdour. Can't remember the name of it. I call it the Orrick Quarry Road because it goes past Orrick Quarry. It'll probably have a name. And just down to the left here is Croft Gary. You can't actually see it, the house is down there. Used to belong to me dad, my late dad's uncle, Andrew, who's, I believe he's dead now as well. Down to the left, Aberdour, up to the right there. Oh, some woods. Can't remember the name. Christ almighty, Kalala Woods. Again, another place that I spent a lot of my childhood. Fruit terminal. So that actually, there's a pipeline that goes from Mossmoran, which is just outside of Cowden Beef, to Braefoot, and it pipes gas, and it gets picked up by a tanker at Braefoot. I think we'll take a little detour through Dalgety Bay, which was where I came into being. Went to my first school there. Here we will see the church that I was christened in. There it is there. A lovely church. Now it's some weirdo cult that's got not good Christians or Catholics, some other hokey pokey made up religion. You know, one of the carry-on ones. So this is Dalgety Bay. This is the nice part of Dalgety Bay. This is not where I lived. I lived in the not so nice part of Dalgety Bay, which is along here. So this is still a nice bit, and I mean this has not changed at all. All this was here when I was a kid. Yeah, the shops in there, they were my local shops. Now when I lived in Dalgety Bay, they were the only shops. There was no restaurants, no pubs, no nothing. No supermarkets, no petrol station. Zilcho. And yeah, like everywhere, I bet the prices have went up on these houses. Down there somewhere I lived, down there, yeah, Couston Road, that was it, down to the left. I always remember my parents had one of the pampas grass plants in the front, which I found out in later life that was like a sign that you were into, you know, wife swapping and stuff. So who knows? Who knows what went on there when I was asleep? Eh? And up that way was a sort of slightly posher bit. And yeah, this none of this was here. None of this. This was an industrial estate up here. Now it's an Asda's. And yeah, it's still a bit of an industrial estate. Oh, and a Lidl or an Aldi or whatever the hell it is. And a Subway. Wow. And a Greggs. But none of that was here. It used to be Marconi and Ferrante. Most of that estate was all electronics companies. It was like the Fife was the Silicon Glen of Scotland at the time. All gone now, of course. All the way to China. And well, actually we'll have a wee nip through Halland, because after we lived in Dalgety Bay, so we're a council house in Dalgety Bay. Now, what you could do with a council house back then is you could swap it for another council house. And my mum and dad swapped it for a council house in Halland, because my mum was from Halland. Her mum, my granny, still lived in Halland when we lived here. So let me show you my old house. I had fond memories living here. That's it there. That wee house there. And that wee house had underfloor heating, and I used to lie bollock naked, toasty, in my youth. And up there, Letham Hill, was where my granny stayed. And I mean, she was there for years. My granny had 7 kids, and they all stayed in that house. There wasn't much room. Oh, will we take a wee shortcut? I think we will. So this takes you into Inverkeithing. So down there is Scott's Mill, so called because it used to have a mill. Obviously long gone now, there's just ruins of it, it's just fields now, eh? Farmers, all that sort of jazz. But we will cut here, and this will take us into this very start of Inverkeithing, just at the start of the high school. Now, I used to play down here, Scott's Mill. Oh my god. The things I could tell you about being down here as a child. Down here kissing the girls. And we used to all go down here with our rear rifles and shoot rabbits and stuff. I should have actually been standing up there, eh? That was a bit of a dick move. You wouldn't think I'd ever ridden off-road, eh? God. Anyway. I apologise for my lack of riding skill there. And that was my high school. Alright. And this is all new. I mean, this was all fields when I lived here. And now they're putting houses up. Yeah. Now I lived in a council house down there, because after Hull End they did another council house swap to a slightly bigger house. It had an upstairs instead of it being a bungalow. And the thing that sticks in my mind is the woman they swapped it with was brune, and I'm not being racist, she was, and I've never seen a brune anything before, man or woman. And I remember being rather upset because the bedroom, which was going to be my bedroom, was painted brune, and it was bloody horrible. It was dark and dingy. And I mean, my parents didn't have a lot of money, you know, when I was younger. Money was tight, so I had that brune bedroom for ages. You know, hated it. So this is Inverkeithing. I misspent youth, that's all I'm going to say. And it's not a place I come back to. My mother and my brother still live here, but we won't talk about them. Queen's Hotel, my dad's favourite haunt. Oh, the Cadora Chippy back there. What a shite hole. I left here as soon as I was able to, and I never came back. Anyway, homeward bound. Scout Hall, Chapel. And they were a Scout Hall and a chapel when I stayed here. So some things don't change. That used to be a Skoda garage. That was one of the very first Skoda garages in Scotland. And now that they're a desirable product, they took the franchise away from them, because obviously Skoda's now big and posh. Whereas at that time, they were skips on wheels. And they couldn't give the franchises away. So it's a shame that they, you know, these people that had the franchise from the start, as soon as they got a bit more desirable, oh come on, no, you're no good. This happens in a lot of things in life. Oh, we'll just buzz through there. So nearly home. God, that sounds bright. Back onto the bridge. So that road takes you to the Forth Road Bridge, which you can still use if you are a learner, a taxi or a bus or a lorry, I believe, but for some reason lorries don't seem to use it. seem to use this one. Maybe a more direct route, I don't know. I'm not a lorry driver. And again, the real Forth Bridge, the big orange one. See, they had a competition in this new one, the Queen's Ferry Crossing. What a shine name, eh? They had a competition to name this bridge when they opened it, and I was fair disappointed that Davies Bridge didn't win. I don't care why. I mean, what would you rather do? Drive from the Kingdom of Fife over Davies Bridge, or the Kingdom of Fife over the Queen's Ferry Crossing? Queen's Ferry Crossing. Davies Bridge. What sounds better? I ken what sounds better to me. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I don't know if this is all going to be one video, or maybe 2 videos, maybe 3 videos. I've done a wee bit of footage today, but it'll all be online at some point. So, you know what to do. A like, follow. Sorry for the pause there. I've got a bit of indigestion. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever. Now I think I'll get home. My stomach is rumbling. I am in need of nourishment. And a wee cold drink.